All right, so good morning, everybody, and welcome. Tuning in from Signal Mountain, Tennessee. We'll start on our back. Our goal today is really to slow our breathing down and focus on what it means to be present. So let's begin by bringing our attention to our feet on the mat. Push all 10 toes into the mat. Feel your spine lengthen along the mat. Notice where your shoulder blades come into contact with the mat. See if you can move your shoulders down away from your ears. And then broaden your collarbone so that your shoulders move to each side of your space. As you do that, you create a nice C curve in your neck. And then bring your focus to your breath. Begin to deepen the breath. Even inhale, even exhale. Just as our shoulders expand to both sides of our space, allow your diaphragm to do the same. So that with each inhale, you're inflating not just up and down, but also side to side. One more deep breath in. Exhale. So maintaining that even inhale and even exhale. Let's bring some movement. Walk your feet to the edges of your mat, as wide as your mat. Arms can rest down by your side, or you can cactus your arms, begin to open the chest. And then with your next exhale, allow both knees to fall to the right. Inhale back up through center, and then breathe out, knees to the left. We'll take two more to each side. Inhale up through center. Exhale. Breathe in. And let it go. One more on your own. And back to center. Let's make our feet parallel to each other and as wide as your hips. Then go ahead and bring both knees in towards your chest. Option to stay right here, to gently rock side to side, or to take some circles with your knees. We'll take 4 breaths. Two more. And then squeeze both knees in towards your chest. Then set the left foot down on the mat. Keep the right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your hands around your shin and pull the right knee in towards your chest. So left leg can stay here with the left foot on the mat. Or you can extend the left leg out, whatever feels better this morning. Shoulders move down away from the ears. Low back, steady on the mat. On your next inhale, take the right leg up towards the sky. Keep the knee as bent as you need to be comfortable. Flex the right foot. Hands interlace behind your right hamstring. Push your tailbone down into the mat. Nice flat spine, flat low back. With your inhale, your heel reaches towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, your toes move towards your face. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to slide your hands towards your foot, up towards your calf, and then pick your shoulders up off of the mat. Chin towards the chest. One more breath in. And exhale. Let's bring the knee back in towards the chest. Extend your left leg if it's not already. And then we'll take a twist. Right arm out to the side. Right leg crosses over your body. Gaze up at the ceiling or over to the right. Rotate through the spine. Reconnect with your breath. One more breath in here. And then as you exhale, we'll come back towards center, but keep the right knee crossed here. We're going to cross it over our left knee. Bring both knees in towards your chest. So we're in cow face here on our back. Then hands can reach and grab opposite knees. Or your hands can reach down, grabbing your shins or calves. Maybe they reach all the way down to grab your feet. If you have your feet in your hands, see if you can push your feet in towards your hands, flattening the low back. Beginning to open up through the hips and IT band here. You can be still, or if it feels good to rock side to side, you can do that as well. Shoulders continue to move towards each side of your space, just as your feet do as well. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, release the feet. Bring the feet back down, unwind the legs. Let's pause here for a moment. Take your feet wide, let your knees knock in towards each other. Moment of integration. Feel all along the right side of your body. And then on the next inhale, set up to bring the right knee, or the left knee in towards your chest. Right foot can stay on the ground or extend. Notice if your shoulders creep up towards your ears. Feel the compression of your thigh against your belly, all along the left side. Then on your next exhale, straighten the left leg, hands interlaced behind your hamstring, left foot towards the flex the left foot. Inhale, lengthen your heel towards the ceiling, and exhale, toes come towards your face. Option to stay here or engage the upper body by sliding your hands towards your foot and lifting the shoulders, chin to chest. Right leg can stay on the ground, right foot can stay on the ground, or can extend and hover. Breath in. Exhale, release. Bring the left knee back in towards your chest. Straighten the right leg if it's not already. Open the left arm out to the side and take a twist. Left leg crosses over the body to the right. Inhale, lengthen your head towards the back of your space. And then exhale, let your knee fall towards the earth. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly release. We'll come back towards center. This time we cross the left knee on top of the right. And then bring both knees in towards your chest. Hands can grab opposite knees or work their way down towards shins or ankles or feet. See if you can visualize what it looks like to square your hips here. It might mean that you have to leverage a little bit harder on one side than on the other. Flatten your sacrum onto the earth. Shoulders move down away from your ears. One more breath in here. And slowly release. Unwind the legs. Again, take feet wide. Let your knees knock in towards each other. Then let's inhale our arms up above our head. They can either rest here. You can grab opposite elbows. Just reach through your arms towards the back of your space. And then exhale, come back to center. Bring our knees in towards our chest. As a way to transition, come up to tabletop, so up through seated. You can rock and roll, you can roll side to side. Take a few breaths to get there. And then when you find yourself in tabletop, set yourself up with your hands underneath your shoulders, underneath your hips. Begin by bringing the core Pay attention to the core. See if you can make your spine long, shoulders away from your ears. Strong posture. Then from here, drop your belly, lift your chest, come into cow pose. And then exhale, push down through hands and feet, round the spine, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale. Extend the right leg back, flex the toes down. Keep that integrity of your posture, strong core. And then inhale the left arm forward if that's comfortable. Inhale, reach and extend. Then exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine, nice and slow. Take your time. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Plant your hand, then extend the leg back. This time bring the toes down to the ground. Push down through your heel to stretch into your calf. Inhale, lift the leg. This time cross the right foot over to the left so that it's off the mat. Bring your right hip forward. A couple of breaths here. You can either hold, bring some movement. And then from here, we'll come into cow face. So bend the right knee, bring it up towards your left knee. Flex your feet, and then walk yourself back so that you come into seated. Knees are stacked on top of each other. Cow face pose. So just like we did on the ground on our backs here, think about squaring the hips. And you can either keep your hands on your feet or on your knees, or we can inhale, arms up above our head. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger. See if you can sit back just a bit. Let's take 3 breaths here. Arms can stay here, they can cactus. On your next exhale, let's take our hands down to the ground and a little bit behind you. Pull the shoulder blades together, lift the chins, and up through the heart. Lean back, slight back bend here. Beautiful, then let's go ahead and release. We'll walk ourselves forward. Do the legs, back into tabletop. Let's take a moment to tap out the tops of your feet. The one round of cat and cow to neutralize the spine before we switch sides. So inhale to cow and exhale to cat rounds. And back to center. This time the left leg extends behind us. Engage your core and then extend the right arm forward. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. And last. Plant the right hand. Extend the left leg long. Bring the left toes down to the earth. Push down through your heel. Inhale the left leg up. Cross it over off the mat on the right side. And pull the left hip forward. One more breath in. And let's release. We'll bring the left knee up towards your right to set up the cow face on this side. So feet can walk up towards the top of your space. As you bring your hips back. Always an option to sit on a block or a pillow here, a blanket. You can also put something in between your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Square the hips, which often means right hip back, left hip forward. Feel this compression, constriction happening. Inhale, arms up above our head. Maybe place the opposite thumb in front this time. Hands come up overhead. Always an option to keep the arms down if that's more comfortable. Place hands on opposite shoulders. One more breath here. Exhale, cactus the arms. And then take both arms behind you, roll the shoulder blades together, gently lift the chin, take a slight back bend. And slowly release. Come forward again, into tabletop, unwind. And again, tap out your feet. Tuck our toes, and we'll come and sit back into toes pose. So hips resting on top of your heels. You can manually widen your toes as much as possible. So more intensity, more weight that's over your heels. You can always come forward and take a slight break. Opening up the fascia of our feet. And while we're here, let's spread our shoulders each side of our space. Check that your chin is parallel to the ground. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Engage the core. Push your shoulders down away from your ears. Feel your head reach up towards the ceiling. Option to do some humming breath while we are here. Deep breath in through your nose and then hum it on the exhale. You go ahead and release that. Again, come forward. Tap out the toes again. our left foot through to a low lunge here. And I would bring it up. Let's take a moment to square your hips. Make sure that your knee's over your ankle. Then a little bit different here. We're going to take our left hand to the inside of our left knee. Then inhale, right arm up. There's a slight twist here. And then exhale, pull back through the elbow. See if you can bring your torso up. Sort of like in side angle. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back through your elbow. One more. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, pull back. So you can either stay and hold here, or you can go ahead and let the arm drop down. Push down through your left fingertips so that they really reach down towards the earth. Widen through the shoulders. Then let's come back towards center and straighten the front leg. Come into half splits here. Use some blocks on either side. Or you can reach your fingers. Mine won't go to the ground today. You can rest on your thigh. Flex the foot. Reach the heart forward. One more breath in here. And then let's release. We'll come back into low lunge. This time, plant the right hand. And inhale the left arm up for a twist. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Bring the left hand down. Here, tuck your right toes and lift the back knee. Low lunge here. Knee lifted. Gonna come into wide leg forward fold here. So walk your hands over towards the right. Plant both feet, make them parallel, and come into wide leg forward fold. Head reaches down towards the earth. Hands can be directly underneath your shoulders, or you can walk your hands towards the back of your space. Knees can be bent. You can also place your hands on your feet. One more breath in. And then as we release, we'll just walk ourselves over to have our right foot now in front. And come into a low lunge on this side, left knee down. Take a moment to find the lunge on this side. Square the hips, knee over ankle. And then place your right hand on the inside of your right knee. Inhale the left arm up. So arms reaching in opposite positions. Then let's inhale the left arm up over our head. Exhale, bend the elbow as you move the left elbow towards the back of your space. Inhale, fingers reach forward. Exhale, bend and open. And one more. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bend and open. Now extend the left fingers. The fingers reaching in opposite directions here. And exhale, release. Come back towards center. Square the hips. And then straighten your front leg. Push back into half. Right toes flex towards your face. Heart reaches forward, hips reach back. One more breath in. And exhale, release. Come forward to a lunge. This time, curl your back toes, lift your back knee. Reaches forward so it's not dropping down towards the earth. And to your left hand, and inhale your right arm up. Did this earlier on the other side, so if you want to bend your knee, you certainly can. One more breath in here. And exhale, release, bring your hand down and walk your hands towards your left, towards the left, come into forward fold again. Feel your feet flat on the mat, taking up lots of space, setting a strong foundation for the hips to lift up towards the ceiling and the head to heavily reach down towards. Place your right hand underneath your nose, and then inhale the left arm up for a twist. You can bend into the right knee if that's more comfortable. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Switch out your hands. Left hand plants, right arm left. One more breath in. Breathe out. Bring both hands down. And walk hands to the top of your space. Towards your left foot again. Into a lunge just as a transition. Then we'll bring the left foot back to meet the right. Come into downward facing dog. Paddle out your feet here if that feels like your body wants it. And then find stillness for a few breaths. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Lift your hips up and back. And on your next inhale, walk your feet up towards your hands and into a forward fold. Hands can rest down by your sides. You can interlace them behind your back. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale up, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Now let's inhale all the way up to standing, plant the feet. Inhale, arms up above your head. Reach towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here, feel what it's like to be standing. Strong foundation through your feet. Move into our standing series. Let's inhale, right leg up into one-legged mountain pose. And let's take our arms down by our side. Inhale up for a count of 4. Exhale, hands come through heart center, count of 4. Inhale up for 4, arms out to the side. Exhale, hands through heart center. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Pause here, and we'll take our right leg back into warrior 1. So right foot, toes at 2 o'clock, square the hips. Bend in the front knee, push down through your back heel. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bend into the front knee, arms open up out in front. Inhale, straighten, arms come up. And exhale, bend, arms. Inhale, straighten, arms rise. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend, arms down. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale down. So take 2 rounds of that on your own. If you mess up with the arms, no worries. Just keep moving and breathing. And we meet in warrior 1 with our arms down by our side. And let's interlace hands behind our back. Roll the shoulder blades together. Lift the chin and chest. Then exhale, humble warrior. Let your torso reach down towards the ground. Arms can stay here behind you, or you can release and have some support on each side of your foot. Once you're down here, see if you can shift your weight. Think about lifting your hips up and back so that the knife edge of your foot, your heel are really working to support you. Take one more breath here. And then letting your arms drop down by your side. If they're not, they're already pushed down through your feet. Nice, strong warrior 1. 2 breaths. On your exhale, we'll come back into standing one-legged mountain. Left leg's our standing leg. Lift the right leg up. And from here, cross your right foot onto your left leg. Sit back into figure 4. Welcome to hold on to something here. Sit back as much as feels good. You can also bring your hands down to the earth if you really want to stretch through the IT band. Take 3 more breaths here. Then we'll release down into lizard. So bring our hands down towards the earth. You can undo your right foot. Reach it back nice and long. Hands will come on the inside of your left foot. Toe heel left foot out to the side just a bit. And the back knee can stay lifted. You can bring it down to the earth. Square the hips. Flatten low back. So option to stay here. You can bring your forearms down to some blocks. You can push the left knee away from you. Or maybe you want to reach back, bring your right foot towards your glute, reach back with your left hand and grab it. Three breaths wherever you are.
Oh.
If you're bound, go ahead and release. We'll bring our left leg back to meet our right. You can stand tabletop or come to downward dog. Reaching through both feet and heels. And then we'll meet in forward fold. You can walk your feet up towards your hands. And meet it forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. All the way up. Exhale, hands to right legs are standing leg. Inhale the left leg up. Let's breathe and move. Inhale, arms up above our head. Inhale, forward. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And exhale. Take the left leg back to warrior one. And find your position here. This time toes are at 10 o'clock. Left toes are at 10 o'clock. Square the hips. Let's inhale, straighten the front leg, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, arms down to the side. Breathe in, lengthen up. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, tall. Exhale, lunge, arms down. 2 times on your own. Strong in your feet. Inhale, arms behind your back. Interlace your hands. Place the opposite finger hold. Inhale, reach tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale, fold forward. Arms can stay behind you or come down on either side of your foot. Imagine that somebody's just pushing your hips towards the back of your space while you keep the bend in the front knee. Two more breaths here. Firm foundation in your feet. Tight through the core. Inhale, arms up above your head. One more breath here. Release one-legged mountain. Hands can come to heart center. Just down through your feet. Lift up to the crown of your head. And then take your left foot for figure four on this side. Sit the hips. Stretch to the IT band. We'll transition to lizard pose in one breath. Back up if that's more comfortable and extend back. Right toe come out to the side of your mat. Both hands on the inside. Plank here. Keep the spine nice and long. No need to kink your neck by looking up. Back knee can come down. Resist. Right hand onto right knee. Maybe reach back and grab your foot. Maybe it's different on each side. Four more breaths wherever you are. Release. This right foot comes back. Keep the left. Take one high plank over here. For four. Push your hands down away from the earth. Heels reach back. Belly button to spine. And exhale, release into downward facing dog. Exhale, release, come down to your knees. Then lower yourself all the way onto your belly. We're going to take one just prostrate pose here. So untuck your toes, forehead to the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you. A belly down Shavasana with the arms extended. Feel the weight of your body. And from here, we'll just roll onto our backs. The knees bend, feet on the mat. Cross your right foot into figure four. An option to stay here or to bring your knees in towards your chest. We'll come to a twist from here. Right foot crosses over the body. Left knee can come down onto the earth. Open up your right arm to the side. One more breath here. Then slowly unwind back through center. Place your right foot on the ground. And then left leg crosses over. Stay here or bring your legs in. One more breath in. And then come to twist. Left foot crosses over down by your right hip. Right knee comes down towards the earth. One more breath in. Back through center, place both feet on the mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Let's bring our arms down by our side and take one round of bridge pose. Push down through your feet, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and release your hands underneath you. Heart towards your chin. Two more breaths. And then slowly lower down. Take whatever final movement you need. Face to chest, a few windshield wipers. Then work your way into your final resting pose. Your body take up space on your mat. Feel held by the ground beneath you. Few moments of silence to allow our body and mind to integrate. So deepen your breath again. And see if you can notice something new in your body. Maybe something has shifted. Maybe you pay attention to your fourth toe, which doesn't get much attention. Bringing your breath back into all the corners. Begin to bring some gentle movement. Arms can come all the way up overhead for a big stretch. And then when you're ready, come onto one side. Into the fetal position. Knees in towards your chest. Then take a moment to set an intention for your day or your week. How do you want to be in the world today? And ask for what you need to get there. When you are ready, come on up to seated. Let's take those intentions and desires and breathe with them together. Inhale, arms up above your head. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Thanks so much for joining from Signal Mountain today. Wonderful to be with you. Wish you a great week. Love and peace, my friends. Thanks so much, everybody.
Hope your rest of your vacation goes great.